My name is Rajendran.t.v, lives in Kunhimangalam, the Bronze Heritage Village. I am studying 5th standard in Kunhimangalam Government Central UP School. I am presenting bronze sculpture at the Creative Expression event hosted by the English Club. There are different types of bronze sculptures. Here I am presenting a bronze sculpture called wax lost casting. There are two types of wax lost casting. The first is hollow sculpture on the inside and the second is solid sculpture. I make solid sculpture. The sculpture I am going to make at this event is a two peacocks perched on a tree branch. For this wax is first prepared. This is bee wax. Bee wax is used for this. Mixing wax with charcoal powder. Filtering it on a cloth. The heated wax is spread on small plates. The wax needed for the sculpture was prepared. I am starting to sculpt. I designed the sculpture using a knife and a bamboo stick. The beaten wax is cut into the shape we want. It is then designed in the desired shape. The pedestal is ready. Today I am going to make a tree. Now I am making a shape of the tree. First the wooden part of the tree is made. Later the branches are formed. The parts of the wood are joined together using a soldering iron. The work of the tree is finished. Today I am going to make a peacock. First the body part of the peacock is made. The head and tail are then made. And then the wings are made. The sculpture is then polished and finished. The male peacock is finished. The peacocks are ready. The wax works for the sculpture was completed. The mold is prepared by wrapping different types of soil in 3 layers to convert the sculpture to bronze. To do this, first cover the smoothest soil. This soil is prepared by mixing burnt soil a little dung. I am going to cover the soil for the sculpture now. It is first coated with smooth soil so that all of its designs can be seen on the casting. The first layer is covered with soil. It can be covered with the next soil only after it is preferably dry. The first layer of soil is dry. Today I am going to cover the second layer of soil on the top of this. This soil is prepared by mixing some burnt soil, pieces of tiles, pieces of jute sack and clay. This soil is rougher than the first soil. The second is to cover the soil a little thicker. The second layer is covered with soil. This soil is applied and then dried in the sun. The iron bar is bent as required and fastened with the soil on top of the mold and then tied with the iron wire. The mold is fastened with iron. Today I am going to cover the third layer of soil. The soil in the second layer is the same as that used in the third layer. The third layer of soil has been applied. After it dries, apply soil on the bottom. Now need to cover the bottom with soil. A tunnel is placed for the extraction and casting of the previously designed wax. After laying the tunnel, the soil is covered. The bottom should be covered with 3 types of soil covered on the outside. The first layer is covered with soil. Now I am going to cover the second layer of soil. The second layer is covered with soil and then dried in the sun. Now I am going to iron it and then apply a third layer of soil. The iron bar is fixed and then the third layer is covered with soil. The third layer is covered on the bottom. Today I am doing the process of heating the mold and extracting the wax. To do this, cover the last layer of soil and then clean the area where the wax should come out. Now it's clean. Now it's going to heat up. First, the part of the tunnel is heated. After the wax in the tunnel is removed, part of the tunnel is placed in a wax draining container. After that, it heats up well. The wax extraction process is over. The mold is ready. Now I am preparing the settings for the casting. This is copper, this is zinc. The brass are made by mixing the two. This is the vessel used to melt the brass. Mold is placed in a specially equipped oven for heating. My father and my father's elder brother helped me with the casting. Tomorrow we are going to do the casting. Today I am going to do casting. The mold is heated in a specially equipped oven for casting. I am now lighting a fire in the oven for which the mold is heated. Wood and coir are used to heat the mold. This is furnace. The metal is melted in the oven. At the same time, the required metal is melted. The metal melted with the charcoal. A blower is used to blow air into the furnace. The metal and mold are ready for casting, and the next step is casting. For this, the mold is taken out. And then the mold is placed in a pit. And the tunnel part is put out and covered. The prepared metal is taken out.
It then flows through the tunnel. The casting phase is complete. The mold is taken out after cooling. The soil outside the mold is then removed. The soil outside the sculpture is cleaned with a wire brush. The tunnel section is cut. Cleaning with the file. Smooth out with sandpaper. It is then polished. The sculpture work is completed.
The bronze sculpture I made was finished. I made this sculpture in 14 days. Thank you.